The storm that has been battering us seems to have let up just a little bit. The high winds and brutal seas continue to slam the boat. However, the downpour has ceased. Hopefully, Mother Nature will give Gudgeon a break soon. Conducting torpedo attacks in these sorts of seas comes with serious challenges. Also, I am eager to put the 4-inch rear mount to good use. Fuel and food supply on board are good. The way this patrol is going, it seems our limiting factor will be torpedoes. The boat is down to 14 fish, 6 in the bow and 8 in the stern. At long last, the storm has finally passed. No enemy ships or aircraft were spotted the past few days, just the heavy seas and deafening winds. USS Gudgeon is now making her way to the northern coast of Honshu. Supposedly, these are better hunting grounds. I anticipate aircraft are going to be a serious threat operating this close to the home islands. Hopefully, our SD air search radar won't let us down. We have had some very close calls recently. Radar contact. Aircraft coming in fast. Close range.
General quarters, all hands man your battle stations, all hands man your battle stations.
Alright everybody, we have aircraft coming in fast. Aircraft coming in fast. They're already in visual range. Our SJ or SD radar picked them up pretty close. Let's have our anti-aircraft guy engage. Fire at will, please. Fire at will. Let's go back here. Where are the enemy aircraft? Coming in. Zeros. They have bombs? Engage, engage. There we go. Okay, maybe they do not have bombs. We shot one. We hit him good. He does have bombs. He didn't drop. Continue to engage. Just flying into that thick cloud of flak. Alright, we got out of there relatively okay. One of them is burning. He's probably going down. Emergency dive. Get under. Engage that fella. Alright, that was close. We picked up those enemy aircraft on radar when they were already barreling towards us. I had enough time to go to flank speed and man battle stations. Boat is slipping under. Damage report? We're okay. We are okay. It looks like our 4-inch gun was slightly damaged and our 20mm cannon was damaged. That will be easily repairable. Okay, let's drop the boat down to 150 feet, please. Alright. Get under, nice and easy. We have quite a bit of hull damage at this point, but thankfully they didn't drop their bombs. Things are going to get a little spicy from here on out. We're getting pretty close to the home islands, as you can see here, so we're going to encounter a lot of Japanese patrols. The reason I'm heading up here... Ooh. Okay, bombs just dropped. Nice try. Not even close. Alright. Okay. Man, the dive time on this is fantastic. Alright. Anyway, as I was saying. I mean, I do want to admit, like, for how big these boats are, they could get under rather quickly. It is pretty impressive. But anyway, the reason I kind of want to patrol these waters here is whenever we go to our convoy map here, we can see there is a pretty major Japanese convoy route from Tokyo up to Hokkaido here. So that is, that's where we're going to proceed to hunt. It is going to be quite dangerous, as we have just witnessed. We may have to adopt the policy of staying submerged during the day and surfacing by night. Especially with the calm weather conditions we currently find ourselves in. We're going to reduce our speed down to 1/3 and lay quiet. We can probably secure from battle stations now as well. Good job. We damaged a Japanese Zero, so that has to count for something, I suppose.
to the boat. Prepare to surface. Prepare to surface. Be ready on all four.
After being rattled by the Japanese Zeros, the decision was made to stay submerged until nightfall. At 2100 hours, USS Gudgeon hit the surface and continued on to the patrol area. Early in the morning hours of the 2nd, our hydrophone operator picked up a lone freighter to the south of our position. USS Gudgeon would surface and chase it down. Hopefully, we can engage the target before the morning air patrols get airborne. Radar contact has been established, and Gudgeon continues to move in for the kill. We are currently making 18 knots on the surface. There is no escape. Welcome back aboard the bridge of USS Gudgeon. We are currently tracking not one, but two Japanese ships, and they are now within visual range here. Let me go to the TBT and take a look. There's number one. That is the large ship that we have been tracking for a while. We actually picked this one up on hydrophone. And the reason we didn't hear number two is because it is a junk, as you can see there. I think these are pretty good contenders for our 4-inch gun. I don't see any need in using our Mark 14 torpedoes here. I think it's time to get some gunnery practice. We still need to close in just a little bit here, and I did not mean to do that. Keep moving at flank speed. Let's turn in towards the targets here. And we're probably going to want to open up at a rather long range. I do suspect... let's go to the TBT. I do suspect one, if not both of these ships are armed in one way or another, so it'll probably be best for us to open up at a rather long range. I can't make out any gun mounts at this time. However, it's generally safe to assume a lot of these Japanese freighters are pretty heavily armed. So we want to set ourselves up in a position. We actually, maybe just heading south will work best for the time being. And let me see how far away exactly we are. They're going to give me this in feet, so 22,000 feet. What is that? Like 7,000 yards away. And we can probably open up here. Let me go to the gun. How far can we crank this thing? That's my next question. 4,000, 5,000. It's going to be hard to be accurate. We can engage. I may actually try it, just to avoid damage to my boat. The seas are pretty calm, so it can't be that hard. Let's get a little bit closer, though. Just a little bit closer. Alright, let's start angling ourselves like so. Okay, I think we are probably in a good spot. Let's take a look through our TBT. What's the bearing of the ship and the range, please?
Yes, sir.
And thank you, and let's man battle stations.
Yes, sir.
Bearing 027. There she is. Oh, that is definitely in range. Easily in range. 15,420 feet away. That makes it easy. 5,000 yards out. We're going to obviously engage this big boy first. Is that an arc for our rear deck gun? And the gun crew is on now. Yep. We man battle stations. I put them on there. Let's reduce speed to standard just to make our job a little easier. Bring the 4-inch around to bearing 027. She is an arc. All right. We will start at 5,000 yards and then adjust accordingly. And good. On target, fire. All right, that was our first deck gun round and the Gar class sub, and that was just to the left of the target. I think that's actually okay though. Fire. I think the range is okay. We'll try again. There we go. Hit. Waterline hit. That's exactly what we want. Her searchlights are on. Let's see if she can actually spot us at this range. She'll obviously see our muzzle flashes. Let's increase range by a couple, maybe 100 or so yards. Fire. I'm not too worried about the sampan, but I don't think it's packing like a 3-inch gun. It probably has like a 25mm cannon or something on it. And it looks like we're overshooting now. Reduce range. And I did not mean to actually fire there. That's probably going to whiff. Yeah, indeed it did. Fire. Let's just keep throwing heat down range, I suppose. I did not see where that round landed. Reduce range. It looks like we're overshooting the target now. We are closing quite rapidly. We're still making 10 knots. I did not see where that shell landed either. Let's go to 4,500 yards. Fire here. And then give me another range estimate. There we go. That was a hit. There's the distress flare. I think that actually hit. 11,000 yards. Okay, reduce range. There we go. That was actually another pretty okay hit, I think. I think that was a waterline hit. That or it's like plunging fire and just going straight through the deck. We're firing high explosive here. There we go. Good hits. I cannot make out where these hits are hitting the target. What is going on over there? Looks like the junk is cutting in front. Oh well. I'm not too worried about that just yet. We will sink her, of course, as well. There we go. We are getting consistent hits now. And we are at a range where they are not able to open up on us, which is fantastic. I'll probably let the crew take over here in a bit. We have 105 rounds, so honestly, I don't even know how much more this ship is going to need. Okay, it looks like we're starting to overshoot now. Reduce range further. Fire. And boys are pretty good at reloading this gun quickly as well. Hit her right on the bow there. Let's keep engaging. No fires or anything on deck, no explosions. Reduce range further. We're cutting in front of her now. Yeah, it's going to probably miss there. Yep, indeed it did. There we go, fire. Another hit. I kind of glanced, but I am surprised she is still looking as good as she is. Right on the snoot. Okay, keep reducing range. There we go. Consistent hits. Looks like she is slowing up. I'm gonna have my crew take over. After multiple hits, it seems the large merchant ship that we were engaging is now going down. Her bow is ablaze. The deck gun crew is now engaging the sampan here, and they are missing. I don't know if she is armed, but she is going to get sunk nonetheless. Let's see. Come on, boys, you can do it. I can transfer to the deck gun if need be. I'll give them a couple of more shots. It is quite a small target. It'll be a little difficult to actually hit here. There we go. With an explosion like that, I'm not sure they were only doing fishing. That's just a hunch. Well, it is ablaze. The crew's in the water. It looks like there's an oil slick on fire or something there from the other freighter, and there are lifeboats in the water. Okay, well, it's time to break contact now and continue on our way. I'm sure there's going to be enemy ships in and around, enemy warships and whatnot, so I think it's actually best if we dive the boat. Let's go ahead and get under.
Yes, sir.
Okay, our AA gun was damaged apparently. Alright, let's dive the boat.
Yes, sir.
Let's get out of here. Check the hydrophone, see if enemy warships have been dispatched to this area. Drop down to 120 feet, please.
Yes, sir.
And we are going to move up here, I think. Or further south. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll head further south and patrol the coast here. How about that? This could be interesting. We'll take up a patrol area right here. This is right in the middle of that convoy lane, so I'll touch that up because that is not very symmetrical. That bothers me. Okay. We are submerged, passing 50 feet now. Fantastic. Secure from battle stations.
Secure from battle station.
And let's go down to 1/3. Take a listen on the hydrophone.
Current depth 6-0.
Those are the ships we destroyed. Those are our electric motors. Alright. Nothing else just yet. It's 6:40 in the morning. We'll stay submerged for about an hour, pop up, get some air before sunrise, and then go back down. We probably should stay submerged during the day while operating up here. It is pretty spicy. After patrolling around northern Honshu for 2 days and coming across no traffic, the decision was made to reposition to the north again near Hokkaido. It seems the move has paid off. Radar reports a massive convoy consisting of at least 6 ships coming right our way. It is time to expend the rest of our fish. Well, folks, we are in a pretty good position. The enemy convoy is sailing right this way, and yeah, we have visual. There's a destroyer in the lead right there, a whole bunch of freighters, and then what looks like another warship or destroyer in the rear there. So, relatively heavily escorted compared to what we have been encountering. It seems like most of the convoys we've engaged thus far have just had one escort, but it seems like this one has 2, so that'll make things interesting. It's super bright, there's a lot of moonlight out tonight, and the seas are flat as glass, so I am going to submerge the boat before we are picked up or spotted. I do not want to blow this attack by getting spotted early. So let's go ahead and dive down to periscope depth, please.
Periscope depth.
Get the boat under. And we will maintain our standard speed here. We can see our position right now. We are, how far away are we from their track currently? Looks like around 2,000 yards away, give or take. So that is pretty much where I like to fire at. And here we can see all of the contacts to the southeast.
Radar contact.
We're still picking them up on radar. I suppose we could hang out at radar depth, just have the radar antenna sticking up above the water, but there's really no need unless they change course drastically, which these Japanese convoys do like to do, and they are pretty erratic with their zigzag patterns. Let's reduce speed down to 2/3. And we still have a little ways to go. However, I am going to man battle stations now. Thank you, thank you. Okay, and now we lay and wait. Well, folks, I believe it is time for us to start collecting information for our torpedo attack. Right now, we're currently looking at the lead escort for the convoy. She does seem quite intimidating. Off to the right, we have a couple of freighters, some smaller tankers maybe, and then we have a 3-stack light cruiser here. Possibly a Kuma class, something like that anyway. That is a primary target. Another freighter, and then we have this massive troop transport here. That is another primary target for sure. This thing looks huge. And then off to the right of that is... I can't identify this ship at this angle. However, it does look like a warship, possibly another light cruiser. Maybe something even bigger. It is almost impossible for me to tell though, at this angle and in these lighting conditions. Then off to the right, there is a second warship way out there. It looks like she's doing some ASW search or something like that to the rear of the convoy. Other than that, I don't see anything else. And we should just, yeah, let's do a quick sweep, make sure nothing else is out here until we get back to our leading destroyer friend, which again is quite intimidating looking. Yeah, there she is. All right, let's drop the scope a little bit. So, to start with, we are going to lock on this target. It's armed. I can see 2 guns on the bow and the stern already. Let's bring up our stopwatch and start timing it. Actually, stop that. We want to start like this. I'm going to be pretty accurate here. Start. So, I'm thinking the plan here is to take out the light cruiser. Let's work on identifying it. Let's bring up our stopwatch so I don't forget. We need to time that ship for 3 minutes. But I'm thinking this light cruiser will be our first target. We'll hit it with our stern torpedo tubes, and then we will engage this large merchant ship and this other warship, either in a separate engagement, or if possible, we'll swing around and hit them with our bow torpedo tubes. Okay, that is definitely a Kuma. 3 stacks. Yeah, that's her for sure. I don't really have a doubt in my mind. This is a 4-stacker, and then it looks like just more subs. Yeah, we're just going to rock with the Kuma for now. Perfect. Let's transition to our big, chunky troop transport friend here. And look through here. Okay, passing 1 minute now. Single stack, extremely tall. This thing's at least 10,000 tons, I want to say. Her and Maru. No, that's not her. The stack's a little shorter. No, that's not it either. No, the masts are wrong there. It also has this T-mast on the top with the flag. That's pretty unique, I suppose. Obviously, it's none of these. Can flip through. And no. Did I miss it? I'm starting to think I might have missed it. I think a ship this large would be... This is her. Ian Maru, 11,000 tons. That is a good target, I think. I still have no idea what that is. There's the other destroyer out there. It looks like she's turned back around. Let's check out our leader here. Let's try to identify her while we have the time. Not that I intend on shooting this ship, but just as a reference here. No, that's not her. It's interesting. I think we stumbled across this one before because I remember the funnel being pretty far aft. Looks a little... It's an interesting design. Destroyer Escort C class. It definitely looks like her. However, I don't see the, like, 8 K launchers on the rear. Gosh, this thing can lay one thick pattern by the looks of things. Okay, we're about to pass 3 minutes, though, so let's get that done first. Okay, mark target. How fast are you going? 9, 10 knots? 8 knots. I can believe it. Now, it looks like they're pretty much on this heading I already drew for them. It looks like, what? 294 degrees. Okay, let's rock with that. And let's turn this boat around to set ourselves up for a stern torpedo shot. We don't want to get too close to this this leader here. Destroyer Escort B class. That is her. 900 tons. Top speed is 20 knots. Draft is 10 feet. And look at all those depth charges back there. She is quite intimidating. I have no idea what the other destroyer is out there. Yeah, she's too far. Is that even the same destroyer I was looking at? It was a 2-stacker. This one looks like it only has 1 way out there. So maybe there are possibly 3 destroyers here. Yeah, look at these. There's 2 way out here. Those both have to be destroyers. I cannot see the other one. I can only see 1 out there. Okay. Very interesting. This is quite the intimidating task force. Okay, let's look at our Kuma friend. Lock on target. Get rid of this. Range to target. Mark. 4,929 yards. I will take it. Angle on bow is 30 degrees to port for the time being. Speed is 8 knots. We'll double check with our crew for the speed reading though. We want to be sure it's pretty accurate. Mark. Turn on the position keeper. We will be firing tubes 7, 8, and 9 at the Kuma, I think. Want to be sure we don't have any duds. And, well, we want to be sure we still sink the ship if we do have duds, I guess would be the better way to phrase that. And while I'm looking at this guy, let's rig for silent running and lower our scope for the time being. Let's see, how far are we from their track? Currently, we are around 2,000 yards away from their track. Hopefully, this escort doesn't hear us and come in and try to kill us. But it looks like she's going to sail on by. Oh, beautiful. Now, hopefully, we can also complete this turn in time. We're only making 1 knot. Let's bump it up to 2 knots. Up scope. There's the Kuma. Okay, I have a pretty good look. What even is this? Maybe that is a freighter. I don't even know. I don't think I've seen that before. That is a very interesting looking. It kind of looks like a merchant ship, but I guess this could also be like a Nagara or whatever as well. Looks like it only has 1 gun in the bow. Oh, this may actually... Henryu? Oh, brother. That just complicated things. This may actually be her. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this. 3,950 tons. Oh, brother. Let's look at the Kuma again. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it is not a Kuma. Okay, we have it identified correctly now. Look. Okay, there's the escort sailing on by. Beautiful. We still have plenty of time to set up, I think. Okay, range the target. 2,953 yards. They're saying plot shows a speed of 9 knots. I think we'll be able to turn around in time. Yeah, that's our cruiser. Draft 20 feet. Okay. Tube 7, contact pistol. Tube 8, contact pistol. Tube 9, contact low speeds. No, no, no. Okay, it cycled the bow tubes. Tube 8, tube 9. 10 feet. All three. We'll shoot with offset angles. There we go. I'm gonna have to identify this thing later on, I think. I have no earthly clue what this could be right now. Just want to flip through real quick. It must be in the merchant category if it's not here. It just looks very warship-esque, to be honest. Yeah, okay, it's not here. That's fine. I am not going to worry about it for this attack. Our primary target is the light cruiser. That's a good looking shot too. Wonder how far away we are from this thing. "2,000 yards. Pretty darn close. 2,500 away from this guy. We'll continue our turn. I have to speed it up here, honestly. Okay. We're going to have to fire here. Increase speed to 3 knots. Angle on bow. 70 degrees to port. Mark. Speed 8 knots. Mark. Range one more time. Set. 2,235 yards. Still closing ever so slightly. Open tube 7, 8, and 9. Hopefully they don't hear us going 3 knots here. Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships.
Okay. Tube 7. Fire. 9:01, the attack begins. Tube 8. Offset 1 degree left. 10-second, fire. Okay, tube 9. 1 degree to the right. We'll fire 20-second mark. Fire. Alright, all torpedoes away. The left full rudder. Prep our bow torpedo tubes.
Torpedo impact. Torpedo impact.
Well, she went down extremely rapidly there. Let's increase speed. All ahead standard. We need to swing around as quickly as possible. That destroyer doesn't seem to know exactly where we are. We have destroyer number 2 and 3 coming in, though. All right, lock on target. Lock on target. I did not mean to hit that button. Set. Okay, range 2,300 yards. Angle on bow 50 degrees. Mark. Okay. Well, it will be when we swing around. Speed 8 knots. She is going to be zigzagging like crazy here, though. That was a beautiful, beautiful attack. Maybe, hopefully we can swing around quick enough to actually pull this off. If these destroyers get too much closer, though, we're just going to emergency dive. It would be nice to get off a couple of more fish before we're done here. Okay, they're all on alert. Where are the destroyers? Okay, yeah, definitely 2 escorts here. And where's the other sub-chaser? Is she coming our way? No, she's kind of maintaining distance. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to get this here. Okay, tube 1. Torpedo settings. No offset. 10 feet depth. 10 feet here. Drop scope a little bit. Contact pistol for both fish. Good, good, good. Slowly swinging back around, down scope. Let's see if we can do this. I'm getting greedy. Continue turning. Alright, turn is complete. Rudder amidships. Up scope. Where is she? Gosh, terrible angle. Okay, this one's going to have to do. Lock up. That's a horrible angle, too. I don't even think it's worth it at this point. No, it is not. Down scope. Emergency dive. Get down below the thermal layer now. It was worth a shot, but I'm not going to waste torpedoes when I don't even know their speed and their zigzagging. We can make a much more effective attack at a later time, even though the sun is starting to come up. Let's see if I identified that guy correctly. Indeed. Dropping down 100 feet. Perfect. Go down to 150 feet, please. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.